So if you're always on the lookout for amazing new coffee to savor, we have got the scoop on what's hot and fresh in the world of coffee. More and more people are raving about the distinctive taste of the organic heirloom coffee, Royal Buna. And as they say, you need coffee, but you deserve Buna. Royal Buna is a high-quality, rich, and robust coffee grown exclusively in the forest highlands of Ethiopia. And with us to tell us more and sample some of the best-tasting coffee found on Earth is the CEO, Terry Montgomery. Welcome to the show, Terry.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Glad to be here.
I am glad you're here. Boy, this stuff smells amazing. Tell us what is so unique about your coffee.
Well, what makes us so unique is the fact that our coffee is the birthplace. Ethiopia is the birthplace of all coffee.
Yes.
And so no matter what varietal the coffee comes from in any place in the world, it stems from Ethiopia. So what makes it unique is the fact that it has the best growing conditions ever. Mm-hmm. So whether it's our geographics, our topography, the elevation, mm-hmm. and even the content and the water content in the air, and even the soil content, it has high in pH balance. Mm-hmm. So all of those unique things make it just unique to Ethiopia.
So let's take a look at some of the different coffees you have. You can tell us about those.
Sure.
I'm going to take a little sip and taste test.
Oh,
is that all right?
Yes,
okay,
please.
All right, you go with it.
So anyway, we have a couple here. We have Yirgacheffe and Guji Highland. Yirgacheffe probably is the most famous world-renowned coffee varietal in the world. It's typically light and smooth. Mm-hmm. The flavor notes are pretty much with floral finish with mm-hmm. some citric flavor notes in it as well, and a hint of coconut in some of our varietals. The Guji Highland is more fruity. In fact, it's more of the wine type deal,
right?
And it has a blueberry finish. Ooh. So it's not your typical coffee that you pour cream and sugar. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, of course.
Coffee was never meant that way. In fact, you see it. You're drinking it in a wine glass is because coffee was considered a wine from the beginning. Yeah. It's called Quava, which it was known as the wine of Arabia. And so we're bringing all of that back. We're bringing that history, and we want to restore the elegance of drinking coffee.
The deliciousness of wine, but it's coffee.
Yes.
Now, you guys give back. Royal Buna is a company that actually gives back. Mm-hmm. So it's not just about the coffee itself, it's about what you do. Tell us about that.
Well, very good question. That's how we got started. That's actually the core or the foundation of why we're even doing this.
Right.
Our tagline or our mission statement is profit for purpose. Mm-hmm. And so when I was in Ethiopia, we saw young kids playing soccer, and they didn't have a soccer ball. And so we reached in our pocket, and I think I probably had about $100 US dollars in my pocket at the time. When we left, I gave them all my money, and they had a soccer ball and T-shirts. And the thing that really touched me, Elizabeth, was the fact that they waited for us to finish our meeting. And as we were leaving the area, they ran behind us saying, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." And I thought about my kids who had all great things and typical American kids. And that type of response just really touched my heart. So even today, we're still giving back. There's a technology transfer. We teach them we're training them to have better farming techniques so they can remain more marketable in the global marketplace for coffee, because it's very competitive.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's wonderful. Well, Terry, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
It's been wonderful. Thank you. So to order, visit royalbuna.com or call 800-670-9174. Once again, that's royalbuna.com. Get yours today.